record the session and sharing again. Now tell me you are able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, for the dim table, we are making the relationship is one to many because you have to remember one thing in your mind that every dim table and every fact table relationship should be one to many or many to one. You have to remember this thing for the Power BI. Okay. And for the every dim table to the dim table, the relationship would be one to one. And for every fact table to the fact table, relationship would be many to many. That is the four types of relationship you have. Okay, so for this dim customer you have a dim table, and for fact table you have a total one to many, and then click on OK and see our one to one relationship is done. When you click on this, it is updating one to many. And now the last thing, date. So for date, I'm just using as a date to booking date. Okay, so when I drag and drop date to booking date, the relationship will be done automatically. See, in this line, when you click on see the one to many, that is the option to use one to many relationship. So we are complete with the relationship step, guys. So till now you have any doubt, or we move to the DAX calculations? We have to make some of the calculation to making the visualization as per our requirement. Shall we move into DAX, or you have any question, guys? Any doubt till now? Any relationship doubt? There's a four types of relationship: one to one, many to one, and one to one, many to one, and then one to many, and then many to many. So guys, any doubt if you have, you can ask me directly right now. Otherwise, the recording will be shared to you, so no worry, you can ask me again also. Okay, so guys, in the mid time also, this is just a one day for just 2 hour course. So if you guys interested for our live batches, like we have already a live batches for Saturday and Sunday and the weekend, as well as in the daily classes also. Okay, so if you are interested, anyone, you can join our live session also. I will tell you in later detail after completing this project. So now the second step is done. One is ETL, means extract, transform, and load. Second step is done is modeling. Now we are done with the DAX. So how to do a DAX, guys? DAX is a very important. So what is the exact meaning of DAX, guys? Data analytic expression. It means you have to use the data analytic tool. Means you have to analyze your data in the sequence. Okay. So see, for analyzing, I just go to my Excel and sheet 1. Right now, I need a total unique country, total unique origin country, and total unique destination country. So for this, I'm just doing the same thing. Like for the unique country, you have to go to modeling and click on new table so that we are creating all the measure in just new table. These are 5 separate table, and now I'm clicking on the modeling and to the new table and write the name as key measure table. At every DAX function, okay, I can write as DAX function table as well as every function we should write into this only this table only. Minimum of 20-30 function we can write it here now. So every function we can write in this table only. So for this in Excel requirement, we need a total country. So how to find a total country? So first I just click on this, guys. See how to write a measure. There is an option. Either you can click on new measure. There is a one option, and either you can just click on this and click on new measure. Okay. So for clicking a new measure, you have to write it here. Like first I need total country, total origin country, because we have a total 2 types of country. So right now we are using a total origin country. So guys, how to use a total origin country? Just simple thing, you have to just count the number of country. So you can use a count function and see the column name. Column name will be, see in the origin country you have a column. So you can write it as dim origin country is a table name, and dim origin country location origin country. You can just click on origin country and close the bracket, and when you click on the enter, total of origin country you have in a column. See, I just click on the card. This is our total visualization. I just click on this card, move down some here and see the total origin country you have 7. It is the same when you click on the table, total origin country you have a 7. Okay guys, if you have any doubt after one DAX, you can ask me on the same time. And every time when you do the formatting of this visualization, right now I'm not doing any formatting. I just click on border and shadow so that it will showing us as a different total
Harsh,
origin.
I have
Yeah, tell me.
so as we have used count of the countries, can we
Yeah,
use count distinct in a fact table from a fact table?
sir, there is a many function you can use. Count distinct, count rows. Okay, many function you can use. There is a no option to use a count because there is a many function. Right now I'm going to use with the same with you. Okay, just click on new measure. There is a many function because in the Excel also we have a some if, some X. Okay, so in the Excel, in like right now I'm using the same thing again, like total, or you can write it as unique country. And see, the one more function is distinct count. You can write it as distinct count and give the column name, but distinct count is used only by a fact table and count is used by a dim table. Okay, so distinct count you can use a fact table. Fact table is our fact total. So you can just click on hotel, and for hotel table you can choose your origin country column. So where is the origin country? This one. Okay, fact total and origin country, and you just enter. So when you click on just enter, the same thing would be happen, the total unique destination country. So for this I just copy and just paste and click on this total or is unique country. Okay, so there is a many function guys, you have to do a many function, but you have to do, suppose if your requirement in Excel, if your requirement in Excel total country, you have to do one answer only, you have to find the answer. Either you can use a distinct count or count rows or count if any function you can use, but you have to follow your guideline, your requirement. What is your requirement only, any function you can use. So now two function we are using with the same thing. So now in the next function we are using this thing, and for right now we need a origin, instead of origin we need a destination country. So total destination country, you can use a count rows. Right now I am using a count rows. Okay, so count rows tell us that write the table name. Okay, so table name is dim table. If we select the count rows from the fact table, it will count all the rows. It is not a correct value. So count rows and count is only used when you have to count with the dim table only. So right now I'm choosing a dim destination country table and select and see the answer should be 20. Click on this, copy, paste. Right now I'm going to just paste 2 or 3 because there is a many function I need to do. So instead of this, if I use this, see the entry will be total destination country is 20. And but same here, if I use a distinct count, unique destination country, then you can use a distinct count and name as total destination country. It will also give you the 20 value. So instead of this, unique destination country, and see the value will be the same. So now our first requirement is done, that total country. Now second thing, total customer guys. So for total customer, we have a customer table as well as we have a fact table. So you can use any of the function. So right now I'm using new measure. Right now I'm using a distinct function again for a customer table. customer and write it as listing count, and we are using a hotel. It means total of customer ID. So how much we have a listing count? Total customer, instead of total customer, I can write it as visitor, because in the hotel industry, we calling as visitor. Just change the name, unique visitor, and instead of this, I can use, where is the function? Yeah, this one. See, sometimes you have to click the measure and see the measure will be under the fact total. So you can just change the name, table name as well as. Right now I'm using a key measure. So I just click on key measure. So it means my this measure is automatically shifted into key measure. So unique visitor. See, the total value, it will give us 67K, but I need an absolute value. Absolute means a real value. So just click on data label and display unit. You can choose none, and the correct value is 66,535, and click on this move as comma delimiter, means the formatting of the function. Click on the function and comma delimiter, as per in Excel also comma delimiter using. So right now the unique visitor we have a 66,535. Okay, so we have unique country, unique destination country, total customer. Now we need a unique hotel name. So right now we need a unique hotel name. So hotel name, see, we have hotel not only the separate table, only in the fact table. So we are using just here only for the distinct function only. Just write it here as unique hotel or unique restaurant you can do. I can write it as hotel and call it as distinct count. And for the hotel table, we are using a hotel name column. See this one, hotel name. When you click on this, your distinct hotel name is there. Right now it is also in the factory hotel. You just click on key measure, unique hotel. Instead of this, you can use this function. Unique hotel, you have a 614 unique hotel. So guys, any doubt till now? We have completed a 3 things: total origin country, total destination country, unique visitor, and unique hotel. Anyone? Any doubt in any function, how to use? Or shall we move further? Okay.
Achal, can you just explain what is the difference between origin country and destination country?
Sir, origin country is like, suppose where you already stay, and destination country is where you go. Hotel reservation, sir, it is a booking. Okay, suppose you are staying in Gurgaon. Okay, you are staying in Goa only, and you want to go as Shimla. So destination is a Shimla and Goa is a origin. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So now the second thing, we have a top destination. So right now we need a top destination for customer. It means we have a total number of destination. See, in this paragraph, we have a total number of destination is 20, but we just need a top 5 destination. Top 5 destination by visitor. So for this, you can just click on table. There is a table visualization here. Click on table and top 5 destination. So you can use as destination country here. So we have a total of destination is 20. See, 20 destination. And for 20 destination, you are using a unique visitor. So you can just click on unique visitor. See the total number of unique visitor for every destination country wise count 3241, 3231. So we need a just top 5 country. Top 5 country destination country by a visitor. So you can just click on this table, go to filter here, and here is the option of destination country. You can click here basic filtering, and there is an option of top N. So you can use top N, and you need a top, suppose 5 country. So you can choose it here 5, and on the basis of unique visitor, you can just drag and drop by value and click on just apply. See, you have a total of top 5 country by destination, and when you drag and drop, New Zealand is a top most country 347, 3447, 3446, 3422, 3408, and 3309. So now our first thing has been done, the top 5 destination for custom. Now with the same thing, just click on this table as a border and shadow, and now we need, suppose if we need, copy and just paste. If we need, I just remove this one and remove this and remove this. This is a blank table now. So now I need total highest origin country wise, top 3 origin country wise. So in this table, just go to origin country, this one, sorry, remove origin country for the value. Just click on this visualization, and then you have to put the value here. So total origin country we have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and for unique visitor we have, see all the visitor we have. Okay, so now we need just top 3 instead of top 5 destination. We need a top 3 origin. So you can just click on this and go to origin country. Instead of any function written, instead of any dex function written, you can just use a top 3. Right now I need a top 3 on the basis of unique visitor, and click on just apply. See, you have a top 3. So topmost country is, when you click on this, topmost origin country is Thailand, and topmost destination country is New Zealand. So you have an answer of this. Okay, so you have an answer of this when your boss or your manager is asking you that tell me who is the how much is the visitor going from any which destination country, or which origin country, and to which destination country. So you tell that Thailand is the most visiting origin country, and then New Zealand is the most destination origin country by visitor. So now it's okay for you guys. Any doubt till now? With the same thing, we are done with this. Click on this and copy and just paste. And right now I am going to some big. So for this, I don't need country. I don't need country. Right now I need a hotel name. Okay. So instead of hotel name, I just put it hotel name here, and see the total hotel name by visitor. Okay. So we have total of 614 hotel. We have, just a minute. See, we have total of 614 hotel. So this is the count of every hotel wise. Okay. Suppose your manager only need the top 20 hotel. So you can just click on this visualization, go to hotel name, and instead of basic, you can use top N function. And right now you are using a top 20, and on the basis of top visitor, you can just apply and see the value will be top 20 hotel. Okay, and same way guys, you can done with the bottom 10 or bottom 20 with the same thing. I just click on copy and just paste, because there is a benefit of visualization or benefit of DAX function into this. You can just copy and paste the one visualization and drag and drop the file. So right now, instead of top, I need a bottom. It means top, we need a bottom. It means from a bottom 20. I need a bottom 20 hotel on a bay of unique visitor. Just click on apply and see the hotel name from top and hotel name from bottom. Okay, so now it's done for you guys. Anything from here? Any doubt, guys? Anyone?
Harshad, I just wanted to ask you, like, instead of table, if I needed to use any chart pattern,
Yeah.
so
Let
what chart, which
yeah
chart
let,
should
let
I
me do.
use?
Yeah, let me do just one thing. I will tell you because right now, see, you just the table is a very great format. That is the why I use it. So just click on table, copy, and go to page 2. Right now, I'm going to into chart and go to this table and click on just any chart, whatever you want. Like I need a table. So you need as a this one, line and cluster chart. Okay, guys. See, this one you have, or you can use this one also. Let me just open. Yeah, this one line chart is better. Okay, so you can use a line chart and see the formatting you can done with the same thing. Formatting. See guys, in this visualization, you have done the formatting. Like click on the visualization and there is a formatting tool. Like journal, you have a changes the responsiveness of x position, y position. Okay, and there is a many width and size. You can change the x-axis. If you want to change the x-axis color, like this color, like if you want to change the like red color, see this all the red color. Okay, so same way you can change the formatting as per your requirement. So right now I'm just going to use one thing, that data label. It means you have a data label like 87. Okay, so you have it right now, the value will be highest to lowest. If you want to make as a lowest to highest, you can change it as sort ascending. See, the value will be ascending order, or you can sort by anything like hotel name or unique visitor. So you can change as hotel name right now. If you want to change as unique visitor, you can change by unique. Okay, so the hotel name is done with this. So these are the format. If you want to use area chart for this, sorry, just click on remove. Just click on this visualization and then choose the area chart. This is the area chart. You can use ascending this function and change the color of the function. Like you can change the data color for this if you don't need this. Like I need this one. Okay, so this is unique visitor by hotel name. Also you can name as title. Title is here also. See the title. You can just change the name. Here is bottom T hotel. Just change the font color black, or you can choose white. And for white you can use a background color is this one. Change the formatting, size of the font family, as well as you can change anything guys, no worry about that. Okay, and change the border also, like border and shadow is on. If you want to change the background of this color, you can change the background also. See, the background will be changed. And if you now I need to change, if you know, I need to change the background, suppose this one. Yeah, or you can change the background of any color if you want. Okay, just formatting in your hand only guys. As per your requirement you can do anything. So this is bottom 20. Same way you can pull it out the any chart or any graph into just anything. You can just only click only the visualization and select right now the table. If you want to use this chart, you can see the value will be automatic different. Table then table. Okay, just click on the visualization only. Okay, so now we move further guys. Any doubt? Okay, so now we move further. So now we have total country, customer, hotel. Suppose in this last I have uh, so we have yeah, rating wise. Okay, So now I'm going to use a third sheet or first sheet here. In this first sheet, see, we have a hotel rating. In the fact total, we have a total number of rating we have. See, hotel rating. So if we need a rating wise visualization, okay, highest rating, average rating, or minimum rating. So how to use a that function? Okay, so for this, you are using for this, you can use a new measure for this. Just click on new measure and you can write it as highest rating hotel or highest rating highest rating hotel. Okay, so for this you are using a max function. Like in Excel also you have your max function, in Power BI also you have a max function. And see what is the consequence of this. Return the largest numerical value or largest string in the column, or the larger value between two scalar expression. Ignore logical value. Okay, this function ignore the logical value, only the largest value they will given you. So just click on this and go to hotel. Instead of ranking, you can use a rating and see the maximum rating you have. Same way, I click all the three, Control C and click on new measure. First I write all the three function and then I will tell you in visualization. For highest, instead of highest, we want the lowest, and for the max, instead of, you can use a just minimum and click on just enter. It will tell you the lowest rating hotel. And one more measure you have, just click on this. And now instead of highest, you can use a average, and for max you are using a average function. Just click on average. It means your hotel ranking will be there. Okay, so right now I am using just the same thing, like copy, paste and paste two times. So for this, instead of this, I can use the highest rating, and for this I can use the lowest rating, and for this I can use the average rating. See guys, we have a total things done. Now highest rating, lowest rating, and an average rating, and see how to make this thing into visualization. Just click on this chart, like line chart, and you can just write as from the date table. I am going to choose year. I'm going to choose year, and for this table, like choose the highest rating, lowest rating, and average rating. See, all the value will be same, but instead of legend, I can use destination country. Let me just go to this. Maybe it will not use. Go to horizon. Okay, let me just check. This is the area wise, and if you use just a function like highest rating, year wise highest rating you have, average year wise, and the lowest. This is your total rating by a year wise, and this is just the same value because every year you have a same value of the rating. That is the reason that it is showing as a line in a simple way. So I just not need no need to scale down this column because this is not a just a good measure. You can just use a card only because card is showing you to great measure, and for this card you have to use one more visualization. You can go to get more. For making a get more, there is an option of visualization is a star visualization. I'm just loading a new visualization. See, in this visualization we have a multiple types of visualization. So I can use as ranking visualization. Check down. See, there is a many types of visualization you can use. You can just download any visualization what you need. I just forget the name of visualization. That is the reason that I choose from down. Rating wise, yeah, this one. See this one. So when I using a get it now, see the visualization is ready. And now I move to page 3. For this visualization, I can just use highest. See, you have a highest rating is 4.70. And if you want not as the highest, you want the average. See, you have a average. Okay, so that is the reason that every hotel choose uh, 5 star or 3 star or 4 star. So that is the reason of how to use a hotel rating as a 5 star or 3 star or maybe 4 star. So when you click on the average hotel, and I just click on this and go to suppose down, go to border and shadow on, and instead of this I can use one slicer here. And for making slicer, if I need a hotel name, see in the slicer, and for this I can only use a top 20 hotel. Top 20 on the basis of unique visitor. And see, when I click on this anyone, that this thing will be changed together every time. When you click on this, all the hotel will be the same because this is top hotel. So that is the reason that top hotel rating will be same. So there is a no reason of changes. Okay. So you can use this kind of way, because when we need a filter of suppose top, bottom or alternative hotel, you can choose the total. Suppose if you have total 20 hotel and 20 hotel rating has been different. So then you can choose a average or highest rating. Okay. So this kind of visualization also you can do for this rating as well as. And the next thing you have, see, meeting will be over in just 5 minutes. So we can use another visualization like customer profile. Right now I need a customer profile and demographic. So customer profile with the age, gender and location. Okay guys. So right now I need a total female. So in the fourth, I need a total number of visitor we have. See, when I click on the, this is the total visitor. Like I just click on copy, go to page 4, and when I paste it, the total visitor we have. Okay. So how much in this visitor have a male and a female? How much? So we have to analyze those things, that female customer and a male customer. So how to use? Just guys, a simple thing you can use. Instead of this, you can use a calculate function for making a female function or for making a this kind of function. So you can just click on measure table. In this measure table, okay, guys, please join the meeting till the end so that you can understand all the things. Okay, recording will be available, but yes, you need to join till the end only. And email visitor. So how to calculate a female visitor? So guys, see, female visitor, it is a condition. So condition, when we calculate any condition into Power BI, you are using a one function is a calculate. So calculate unique visitor, because you have a unique visitor. This formula already we have done unique visitor, and instead of unique I need a female. Then I use as well as a filter function. There is a many thing, as well as you can use a filter function, because I need a filter of unique and find out only the female function. So filter we have the using a table. So in which table you have to total customer. See, we have a customer table. So you can go to the dim customer table and filter. You have a dim customer, you have a gender, I think. Yeah, see, gender. And instead of this gender, I need just a female. You can write it as female and just click enter. When you just click enter, your female visitor will be there. And click on just copy and just paste it. And instead of this, you can use a female visitor. See, you have a total number of female out of this 33 387. And same way you can use a male function as well as. So instead of female, you can just write it as male. New measure. Click on this, and instead of female, you can just write it as male and just click on enter. Sorry, this time the female should be changed as male. And now you can enter. And see, your male visitor will be ready. And with the same thing, you can just copy and just paste it. And instead of female, you can use a male visitor. 33 and 148. Now it is done to you guys. See, when you click on the total 33,387, the total is 33,148. And same way, suppose if I using a filter here, if I using a filter, like right now I'm using a filter by origin country. Okay, so right now we have a total of 7 origin country. When I click the one, see in the Colombia we have a total visitor. You have 5952 and 3024 and 2928 is a female and male visitor. And same way, instead of Malaysia, the value will be the change. Singapore value will be the change, and Vietnam the value will be the change. Or you can use a formatting into go to journal origin. You can use as horizontal. So the value. See the total origin country we have. Now you use the Colombia, Indonesia, Malaysia. Guys, meeting will be over in just 1 minute. You can join again and then we will start the new more function and then making the complete visualization for this. Okay. I am just going to stop the session for now.